Hi, I'm Jamie with the Townhome Fire Department. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to properly clean and store your Scba face mask. Sorry I don't have my mask with me or any props. Our department is currently under construction right now, and due to our fire department policy, we are not allowed to take our gear with us or store in our home. So I have created a PowerPoint presentation that I will upload with this video that you can follow along with. The first thing I want to start off with is fit testing. For many new members, this is the avenue that you start with to be properly fitted for your mask before you are assigned an SCBA mask. A fit test should be used to determine the ability of each member to obtain an acceptable fit with a negative pressure respirator. These tests should be done annually, and records of these tests should be kept. So let me break it down for you. For the new members, we have you try on many different types of face masks to see which one has a proper fit and seal on your face. When we think we have found one that has a proper seal, we want you to put your face mask on with your hood, your helmet, and your jacket. With this, then we hook up the negative pressure respirator and have you move your head side to side for like 2 to 3 minutes. Then we have you move your head up and down for like another 2 to 3 minutes. Then we have you bend over and move your head side to side, up and down, and kind of in circles. And then we have you lean back and do the same thing. With that, we are testing to make sure that in any way you move, whether that be side to side, up or down, having you bend over and lean backwards, that you're not breaking that seal that that mask is providing for you, because your SCBA is your lifeline, and we don't want it to be leaking any air, because then you'll be going through your tanks so much quicker than everyone else, or you could be possibly breathing in toxic gases. If you do wear corrective lenses, glasses, or goggles, they should be worn in a manner that it does not interfere with the seal of your mask. Like I said, you don't want air to be escaping from the sides because you're wearing glasses or goggles or anything like that. I know a lot of people have contacts, even though they don't like them, but they have them just for that instance. If they're going into a structure fire, they have those in their vehicles or store them in their lockers just for that instance. Members who have been fit tested properly and have been assigned an SCBA are the only members of the fire department that are allowed to go into a hazardous, possibly hazardous, or may become hazardous area. So that's always a good thing to remember, that if you see someone who you know who hasn't been fit tested, who is maybe borrowing a mask to see what it feels like and they still have it, to make sure that they are not allowed in any hazardous materials, whether that be a live burn or a structure fire. We're going to be moving on to maintenance. Maintenance of your SCBA is very important. Masks should be cleaned after every time you use it. So what I mean by that, whether you are messing around in your fire station, crawling around with your gear on, in your burn tower, doing search and rescue, possibly doing hose drags, car extrications, confined space, wall maneuvers, forcible entry, anything to do with you having to wear your mask, you should be cleaning it. With those examples I just gave you, your mask can be wiped down with a disinfected wipe, which is just trying to get any dirt or debris out that isn't really stuck on. When you are moving into more of like your structure fires and your live burns, that's when your mask is going to have to be completely stripped of everything and cleaned, which I have on the following slides I will show you. Another good maintenance tip is to replace the batteries in your voice amplifiers or HUDs. You want to replace those batteries at least twice a year or as needed. If you're like me, I leave my voice amplifier on all the time, so I'm constantly replacing batteries. That's one of my downfalls. I'm still working on that, but that's just one of those things that you need to always be checking for in your daily checks. When you are replacing your batteries, make sure you're checking for corrosion on the electrodes in the batteries, or on your amplifier or your HUD. You want to clean that with an alcohol wipe and try to clean off all the white or greenish or discoloration that is on there, because even if you put new batteries in and there is corrosion, those batteries just may not work in general. So you want to make sure that you're cleaning that off and replacing the batteries when in doubt you think they may be dead. Your daily checks. I know a lot of you are volunteer and I know quite a few of you are full-time. So anytime you are going to training or going on duty, you should be inspecting your face mask and your gear. When you're inspecting your face mask, you want to look at the face mask lens itself, straps, and accessories for any cracks, scrapes, cuts, or any other damage that may have happened to your face mask. If you do find that, you want to take your mask out, contact your commanding officer, and have them either give you a replacement, which then you will have to go through the fit test again, or you won't be able to go into any live burns or structure fires until your mask is properly fixed and returned to you, which then you will still need to do a fit test to make sure it properly seals to your face again. Masks should be, excuse me, masks should be cleaned at least once or twice a year, depending on your department policies. Ours is once a year. When you are cleaning your face masks, you want to strip all the components that are electrical and removable from your face mask. So in my PowerPoint presentation, you will see the pictures that I have taken where I have stripped my face masks of the gasket that's inside my mask that fits around my mouth, and then my hood and my voice amplifier. I set my voice amplifier and my hood off to the side to be cleaned while my face mask is soaking. When you're getting ready to clean your face mask, you want to either fill a sink or a big bucket with warm water and mild soap. The soap best that I found is Dawn dish soap, the blue kind. I don't know if other colors matter, but I've just noticed that the blue seems to work the best. It is it's a mild detergent, and that it also helps with your mask not fogging up in my personal experience. You want to let your face mask soak for 2 to 5 minutes or even longer if you have a lot of dirt and debris on your face mask. That just helps loosen everything up so you don't have to scrub. While your mask is soaking, this is when you can wipe down your electronic components with a disinfectant wipe. You want to check and replace the batteries if needed, and you want to make sure that you're checking for that corrosion as I stated earlier and making sure you're cleaning that off. When your face mask is done soaking, you want to lightly scrub it with a soft brush or a very soft washcloth because you don't want to scratch your lens in your face mask. You want to rinse well with fresh water. I like to use about lukewarm, warm water just because that seems to help get all the suds and bubbles out. When you're completely done washing your face mask, you want to dry it with a towel, in my experience, and then put all your electronics back on, and then you want to hang your mask to completely dry before storing it. If you store it before it's dry, it's probably going to get mildewy and moldy, and that's not a good thing because you'll be breathing that in and it's not good for you. The proper storage of your SCBA. All respirators should be stored to protect against dust, sunlight, extreme temperatures, excessive moisture, and damage from chemicals. So I know all of us should have a mask bag, and you want to store your mask in that anytime you're not using it. It just helps from it not being scratched or damaged if it does fall from your locker or you throw it in the truck because you're in a rush to get on the truck. It just helps from it not being damaged. They should be packed and stored to prevent deformation of face pieces also. I've noticed people do store tools in their pouches as well, and that can disorientate the rubber that helps seal to your face by just bending it over in a weird way or laying on it so then it has like an imprint of that tool. That's not a good thing to do. Your tools are meant to stay in your pocket, not uh, in your hood bag. If you're like our department, each firefighter should be responsible for ensuring that your face mask that you were issued is stored properly and taken care of. That means, like I said, doing your daily checks and cleaning it, making sure that it's in always working order for that next structure fire so you're not on scene and find out that your hood doesn't work or that your voice amplifier doesn't work, because in more than one instance I've had that happen where my voice amplifier, because I've left it on without realizing it. I have been in training instances where people have a hard time hearing me because I'm all but screaming through my face mask because my voice amplifier doesn't work. And that's it for my presentation. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please comment below.